Latest update on Cyclone Gita, which continues to intensify on its slow approach to Tonga. It currently has winds of approximately 115 miles per hour according to our estimates, with a pressure of 957 millibars as of 5 AM Fijian time, February 12th. It's at 21.6 degrees south, 170.7 degrees west, and its current intensity is Category 3 on the Saffir-Simpson scale, Category 4 on the Australian scale. And on that latter scale, it could get to Category 5 before impacting Tonga, including the capital Nuku'alofa on Tuesday and Wednesday. Could be a very significant impact, and we'll be watching it very closely. It seems almost assured at this point that some part of Tonga will get hurricane conditions over the next few days, and it's something to take very seriously indeed. Look how close it is already. The tropical storm force wind field is not very far from the islands, and there it is, 21.6 south, 170.7 west. It's a stage 4 on the CDPS scale. Damages are potentially extensive. Cyclone warning remains in effect for Niue and most of Tonga, and a cyclone watch for the very southern extremity of the Fijian Islands. Here's what we're seeing then over the next few days as we enter Tuesday, and let's get a close-up of the storm's expected landfall in Tonga, or close approach I should say, and the chances of storm conditions. First of all, that is winds of 40 to 73 miles per hour, then hurricane conditions which are up to nearly 70% for parts of Tonga there. And then as we enter the rest of the animation here, you can see rain affecting Fiji and the southernmost islands, possibly within the storm's core of tropical storm force winds, or maybe even higher depending on just what trajectory this storm will take. Sea surface temperatures fairly warm, certainly not going to be a hindrance. 28s and 29s perhaps ahead of this cyclone as it continues to move towards the west. So let's take a look at wind shear. It is actually fairly mixed. You can see a sort of a slither of higher amounts of wind shear extending to the west, but very low amounts to the north and south, especially on the western side of Fiji over there. But as the storm passes Fiji and moves off towards the southwest, we expect it looks like it's going to go south from there in more ways than one. So this is how it's been looking on the infrared imagery recently. There's the water vapor view as well, very dry air to the south of this storm, and an eye starting to become more apparent in this imagery. You'll see it more shortly. Here's one of the rain rate indicators. You can see how the storm has been rapidly developing almost as it continues to approach those islands. Fairly small in stature, and this is the most recent imagery from the Himawari 8 satellite, and you can see how a ragged eye is beginning to develop there with very cold cloud tops. That's all for now, more to come. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com, which becomes operational February 15th. You can also find us on our YouTube page if you're not there already. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Search Force 13 all in text for either of those mediums. It's the same if you want to contact us on Skype, the same name, and you can also add my personal account on Discord, Fool13, at extension 9094 for tropical weather chat.